Hi, I'm Rich Heffron. This is this week's Delaware State Chamber of Commerce Legislative Minute. Last week we got good news. JPMorgan was going to add 1,800 jobs, mostly at their facility out there on Route 202. Then we also heard that Chemours would be cutting about 700 jobs, and that the new chicken processing plant that was owned by a Korean company would not be opening down in Sussex County. That would add another 700 jobs. Fact is, it's going to be a roller coaster up and down. I'm very disappointed with the situation in Sussex County. Some people were celebrating because they thought that the plant might cause some problems with environmental problems, though the Democrats said that's not so. And the fact is they cleaned up the site. I feel sorry for the 700 people who never see those jobs. The other thing you have to remember is situations like that, they just send a bad message, both to companies in the state and outside the state. The problem was it just took too long. They weren't going to spend all that money and then find out in the end either they couldn't proceed or they weren't going to. It cost money to wait that long. Now, I'll give the people in Sussex County credit. They were positive. They said it's a great facility. It'll be used for something else. And I hope they're right. And we'll help them as much as we can. We're still beginning to talk to some of the legislators about the upcoming legislative session. They understand there's a problem. I don't think anybody has a solution yet. It'll all get worked out in the spring, but we'll be on the forefront. And I also want to mention, many of us know, we heard last week that John Sweeney and some others will be leaving the News Journal. I wish John well. We're going to miss him. He ran a good editorial page. He always listened, and his editorials were well reasoned. It's a shame the newspaper isn't what it once was, but I don't know that there are many newspapers in this country that are what they once were. Change. The way we get our news, at least the way my kids get their news has changed. So, we have to accept it and move forward and figure other ways to get our message out. Lastly, I know I sound hoarse. You might think that was because of the game on Saturday. It's not. I have a cold. Some people ask me, are you still going to the game because you have a bad cold? I said, you'd have to take me in on a stretcher if possible. Had a great time. It was a great game, 24-20. Don't think a lot of people thought that would be the final score. Notre Dame 24, Temple 20. Notre Dame scored with 2 minutes left to win the game. But both teams were fairly evenly matched, although obviously Notre Dame had more talent. Just Temple kids were tough and gritty. So I'm happy. On to the next game. And for the Blue Hen fans, 3 years ago, Temple under the new coach was 2-10. So don't get upset. You have a young team. I think they'll be fine. It's just going to take another year or two. You watch them develop. Matter of fact, they'll probably have a couple good games towards the end of the season. Anyway, that's it for this week. This is Rich Heffron, Delaware State Chamber of Commerce. Thank you for watching.